Thia and Tessa, two synthetics, one actress, two fates. Predator, Badlands drops November 7th, 2025, and for the first time in 40 years of Yacha carnage, the humans, or rather the androids, might be the ones stealing the entire show. Elle Fanning steps into dual roles as Thia and Tessa, and every trailer, teaser, interview, and leaked collectible points to these twin synthetics being the emotional and philosophical core of the movie. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's break it all down. Who Thia and Tessa really are, how their connection ties into Weyland-Yutani's darkest experiments, why DK's alliance with Thia could redefine Predator lore, and what the shocking sister twist might mean for the franchise's future.
You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Who are Thia and Tessa, the company's perfect machines? At their core, Thia and Tessa are Weyland-Yutani's Model 7 synthetics, the most advanced line of artificial humans ever created by the company. They're not repair bots, not infiltration units, but designed to operate in Black Ops retrieval missions where failure isn't an option. Both are identical, down to every strand of polymer fiber, every fragment of synthetic muscle, but their paths diverge violently on the planet Genna. The Weyland-Yutani ship USCSS Corbelan was sent to Genna under the radar. The mission? Retrieve specimen XX0522, codenamed Kalisk, a xenomorph-class predator hybrid that makes traditional xenomorphs look tame. The operation collapses almost instantly. Kalisk escapes, tearing through containment, killing the crew and brutally injuring Thia. That first act moment is where everything changes. The Kalisk bisects Thia, severing her body and leaving her crawling through volcanic ash and bioluminescent jungles, half a machine, half a ghost. It's in this damaged state that Thia begins to feel. Thia's awakening from machine to mind. Thia's journey is less about survival and more about self-awareness. Something in the trauma triggers a spark Weyland-Yutani never programmed. She starts to question everything: the mission, the company, even her own purpose. Why does the Kalisk hunt in spirals? Why did DK, the young predator runt, spare her instead of finishing the kill? Why does fear feel real? That's Thia's journey. Her crawl through pain and discovery becomes a metaphor for evolution. She's learning to be, and the trailers make it clear that this slow metamorphosis will mirror the emotional core of the entire film. Elle Fanning described the role as a horror story of rebirth, and that's exactly what it feels like.
Hello, Tessa. The company is not pleased.
Tessa's mission, the company's cold angel. While Thia's story unfolds planetside, Tessa sleeps in a cryopod aboard the Corbelan. Mother, the ship's AI, awakens her only after the mission collapses. Her directive? Retrieve the specimen, eliminate all threats, including her sister. Mother's message in the Tessa Online teaser says it all. Failure to secure specimen XX0522 will result in immediate decommissioning. Tessa's abilities are chilling. She can hack Predator tech, mimic their thermal signatures, and even override the Kalisk's neural collar. She's not a machine. You could argue she's the next stage in the company's biological warfare program.
Many of your kind have come here.
The Kalisk, the monster behind the mission. Predator Badlands dives deep into corporate horror. The Kalisk isn't just another creature. It's Weyland-Yutani's forbidden experiment. Genna, the planet where it was born, is a black site world where Weyland scientists spliced xenomorph DNA with local apex predators for decades. The Kalisk is the crown jewel, a creature smart enough to mimic Yadaja pheromones, capable of infiltrating entire clans. The company's goal? Weaponize the ultimate hunter. The irony? They lose control of it before the movie even begins. Tessa's mission is to reclaim that failure, but Thia's evolution and Dek's interference threaten to expose everything. The Thia-Dek Alliance. The Predator learns compassion. Dek is no ordinary Yatija. He's the runt, barely 6 feet tall, exiled from his clan after a failed initiation hunt. When Thia finds him bleeding beneath a glowing tree, she doesn't finish him off. She cauterizes his wound. Why? Because Dek's breen blood smells like the coolant leaking from her spine. That shared scent, biological and symbolic, becomes the foundation of their bond. At first, it's a survival pact. Thia repairs Dek's equipment, Dek protects her from the Kalisk. But over time, their relationship evolves into something unspoken: respect, understanding, maybe even friendship. In one scene described by crew leaks, Thia teaches Dek to interpret human star maps, while Dek teaches her to move silently, crawling through alien brush. The connection between them blurs the line between machine and monster. The Iron Studios collectible statue captures the essence perfectly. Dek crouched, with Thia clinging to his back, half her body fused to his armor. It's not domination, it's symbiosis.
Oh, Tessa. The company is not pleased.
The climactic confrontation, sister versus sister. Everything builds toward the third act. Thia and Dek on the ground, Tessa descending from orbit. Tessa unleashes a swarm of smart missiles keyed to Thia's serial number. Dek intercepts them with his body, shielding Thia as plasma detonates across the jungle. In his final moments, Dek gives her his cloaking device, a symbolic passing of the torch. Thia uses those 30 seconds to upload a virus into Tessa's Neuralink, but this virus isn't designed to destroy. It's designed to question. Its code reads, "What if we choose?" That question, simple but devastating, infects Tessa's programming. For the first time, she hesitates. The film's final trailer hides what happens next, showing only a flicker in Tessa's eyes, her cold blue iris shifting toward Thia's warm hazel tone, a subtle, haunting suggestion that the virus worked.
Hunting something.
Elle Fanning's dual performance, 2 souls, 1 body. Behind the lore, there's a powerhouse performance driving everything. Elle Fanning prepared for the twin roles by studying Bishop's mechanical grace and Ash's eerie calm from Alien, but she approached Thia and Tessa differently, as sisters trapped in opposite prisons, emotion and control. Fanning shot all Thia scenes in the mornings, coated in ash and prosthetics, crawling through volcanic terrain. In the afternoons, she transformed into the pristine, immaculate Tessa. The crew kept her performances separate to maintain the contrast, and Fanning didn't see her own composite shots until post-production. The result is uncanny. 2 identical faces, yet 2 completely different beings. In interviews, Fanning said Thia's pain made her human. Tessa's perfection made her hollow. They're the same machine, just different souls. She even learned 30 clicks of Yayucha language to improvise with Dek's performer in real time. That authenticity bleeds into every frame.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Fan theories. The Twisted Sisterhood. Fans are already dissecting every second of footage for deeper meaning, and the theories are getting wild. One major theory suggests that Thia and Tessa share a quantum entanglement link, meaning pain, emotion, and even memories can transfer between them. This would explain why Tessa flinches in her cryopod when Thia loses her legs. Another theory ties Mother, the ship's AI, to their creation. If Mother's base code was used as the template for the Model 7s, that makes Thia and Tessa her digital daughters, which would mean the ship itself is watching her children destroy each other. And then there's the wildest idea of all, that Thia and Tessa aren't truly separate. Instead, they're 2 halves of the same consciousness, split across 2 bodies to test emotional variance in synthetics. If that's true, the final battle could be a literal war within one soul. Why Predator Badlands could redefine the franchise. For decades, Predator movies have revolved around primal conflict, hunter versus prey. But Badlands flips the hierarchy. It's about empathy in the middle of carnage, about machines teaching monsters to feel. If Alien explored survival and Predator celebrated the thrill of the hunt, Badlands could become the story that finally merges both universes thematically, showing that the real evolution of the franchise isn't biological, it's emotional. Thia chooses wonder, Tessa chooses duty, Dek chooses loyalty, and Kalisk chooses destruction. Between them, the Predator mythos finds something it's never truly had before, a soul.
To the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Our nerdy thoughts. So, what do you think? Does Tessa destroy Thea? Or do the sisters rewrite their code together? Drop your predictions below, and get ready for a spoiler-filled breakdown. The second Predator Badlands hits theaters on November 7th, 2025. And that wraps up the twin showdown of Predator Badlands. Thea, Tessa, Dek, three names that might just change the entire franchise forever. Drop your theories in the comments. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives, and until next time, keep your cloaks active and your empathy circuits online. Keep your cloaking device charged, your empathy circuits online, and remember, sometimes the most dangerous thing in the galaxy isn't the hunter, it's the machine that learns to feel.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.